Hello folks, and welcome to your Tuesday afternoon WYDOT weather briefing. I'm Dave Weather Meteorologist Mark Huer. Well, we got a lot going on as we have a small but moist storm starting to bring impacts tonight through Wednesday morning across many sections of Wyoming. Areas of moderate to heavy snow, slushy to slick roads, and reduced to poor visibility can be expected tonight, especially after midnight through about mid to late morning Wednesday. Snow and road impacts in southern and southeastern Wyoming then Thursday night into Friday, and a large storm system still looking to impact Wyoming, Colorado, Nebraska, Kansas this weekend. We'll talk some about that here today. Starting with this evening and tonight, let's begin out west. We're going to be looking at some additional and expanding light snow and snow shower activity as a cold front and some moisture starts to move in. Across the far west, not a lot, a trace to maybe a half an inch across our valleys, 1 to 2 inches on mountain passes, including Togety and Tetons. We're going to be looking at areas in this red dashed line through southwestern Wyoming of potentially picking up 1 to 3 inches of slushy, sloppy road accumulations as we get into tonight. And that's especially true from about 11 o'clock on from Utah state line to east of Rock Springs. Reduced visibility should also be expected for this stretch thanks to the light to moderate snow. Winds, though, not an issue. Central I-80 tonight from about Wamsutter through Rawlins to Arlington and Elk Mountain over towards Laramie will be picking up 1 to 3 inches, especially after midnight. This will lead to some slushy, slick roads and a little bit of reduced visibility from some breezy winds. It's going to be the Bighorns, then especially into the central section of the state, that is going to be looking at the biggest threat of moderate to heavy snow late this evening, especially after midnight. 1 to 4 inches of a slushy, sloppy road accumulation from midnight through about 6 a.m. should be expected. That includes I-25 from about Glendo to Casper on north to Midwest and Buffalo. Moderate to heavy snow will be likely in this area, but with the warm surface temperatures and overnight lows in the mid to upper 20s, we won't see as much road accumulations as we will on grassy areas, but nonetheless expect high impacts in this highlighted area as well as reduced to poor visibility due to the moderate to heavy snow potentially after midnight and breezy winds. It's going to be from south of Newcastle and about Glendo towards Wheatland over towards north of Laramie. That's going to be a question mark tonight, and whether or not the moderate to heavy snow will be able to form in this area here, but nonetheless some light snow, small accumulations on roadways, and some slushy slick roads. Reduced visibility should be expected. Red dash line on southward, so I-80 between Laramie and Cheyenne, I-25 Chugwater south, potentially looking at some accumulations after midnight. 1 to 2 inches lower elevations, could be looking at 2 to 4 inches between Laramie and Cheyenne on the higher elevations of I-80, with just a little bit of some snow shower activity or rain-snow mix in extreme southeastern Wyoming tonight. Touch of light snow and snow shower activity in the northeast. Some slick to slushy spots late tonight and early Wednesday. On Wednesday, through the morning hours, still going to be having the potential of some moderate to heavy AM snow for this darker shaded blue area here across west central, central and east central Wyoming. Could be picking up another 1 to 4 inches of snow between about 6 and 10 a.m. But as we get into the mid to late morning hours, this time of the year, with the high sun angle and also great UV radiation and also marginal atmospheric temperatures, snowfall going to be hard to accumulate on roadways after about 9 to 10 a.m., but that's not the case beforehand. Looking at that thread of 1 to 4 inches of additional snow from about Wheatland on north to Casper up to Casey and Buffalo along I-25, then on secondary roads here across much of east central, central, and west central Wyoming, including the north side of South Pass and also in the Lander area in the Lander foothills. One little pocket of some heavier snow potentially on I-80 from about Green River through Rock Springs out towards Wamsutter. Could be looking at 1 to 4 inches of new snow early Wednesday morning for this stretch here. Much of the I-80 corridor from east of Wamsutter to Rawlins through Arlington and Elk Mountain over towards Cheyenne, potentially seeing 1 to 3 inches early on Wednesday morning, traced a half-inch elsewhere here across the southern third to half of the state. And there will be some wind in the Arlington and Elk Mountain area over towards Cheyenne along I-80 during the day. West to southwest winds 15 to 30, some gusts of 40 to 50. Blowing snow will be a possibility. Far northeastern Wyoming picking up a little bit of light snow and snow shower activity in the AM hours. Likewise, the Bighorn Basin and extreme southwestern Wyoming. But these areas here seeing minimal new impacts on Wednesday with statewide road conditions developing greatly mid to late day, even in the snow-covered areas. And the far west will be looking at mostly dry conditions for Wednesday. So what about late this week? Well, Thursday night into Friday, we're going to be looking at some moisture moving into southeastern Wyoming. That's all due to a developing and potential large-scale storm system in the southwestern United States that'll be moving eastward over this weekend. But Thursday night into Friday, the I-80 corridor, and especially I-80 and extreme southeastern Wyoming, looking at the threat of some road impacts. Then as we get into the weekend, folks, we're going to have to keep a close eye on the potential of a powerful spring storm system developing over southeastern Colorado. Here's Wyoming right here. Low pressure system likely to blow up over southeastern Colorado this weekend. That's going to bring the potential of some significant winter weather into eastern Wyoming, eastern Colorado, western Kansas, and Nebraska. Lot going on. Powerful storm system in southern Colorado. High pressure out in the Gulf. You might ask, what does that high pressure have to do with it? Well, it's going to be feeding some moisture into the system. And in addition to the strong low pressure and then high pressure here in the Gulf, we got a lot of jet energy that potentially will make this a significant winter storm. But you'll notice, not going to be showing you any potential snowfall totals yet, nor precipitation totals, for it's just too early. But from late Friday on through the weekend, this area here, including Wyoming, will be under the gun of potentially some significant winter weather. And we'll talk about that more in the coming days. In the meantime, be safe out there tonight and Wednesday morning, and we'll talk to you tomorrow.